See you, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ender, and I think it's better if I show you guys something before I keep talking. I don't know if you guys can see this, but 100 plus subscribers. I honestly don't know what to say. And you know what the funniest thing about this is? This wasn't even from what was originally intended from this channel. Like, if you look at my banner here, I've got montages, gameplay, and it's Saturdays. You know, that was what I used to do. And then I started making these. The D&D Watch series. And this video right here, it was what got me from 74 subscribers all the way up to 102. It's crazy. It honestly is crazy, but I wanted to thank you guys. This means so much to me, and the fact that it wasn't even from my original purpose of this channel is just mind-blowing. I mean, of course, I'm still going to be doing the D&D Watch, obviously. I mean, you guys love this stuff, but so, funnily enough, this channel started with a montage. And I think it's fitting that a montage be my 100 subscriber special. Actually, here's the edit right now, right after this. But if you guys stick around, there's going to be something extra special for you guys waiting right after the video. I'll see you guys then.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that. Summer school's been rough, so if the edit wasn't to your liking, I apologize. I'll have more time once August hits. Without further ado though, here's the super special thing I promised. The Tale of the Illiterate Child Puncher. Yes, this is a D&D story. Yes, I'm saying this to Overwatch gameplay. This was my first experience with D&D, and one that will remain in my head for years to come. Let's start at the beginning. I was over at a friend's house a few years ago after convening with him to play D&D. I'd never actually played the game before this, but our DM was pretty helpful in figuring out my character sheet beforehand. Once I got there, we were a party of 4. A paladin, aka my friend, a cleric, a bard, and a ranger, aka me. I believe we were playing Horde the Dragon Queen, so we started off with a goblin attack while actually escorting the payload for once. Heh, crossover jokes. We fought them off rather easily. I discovered that clerics are healers, and it was all around good fun. Then we noticed some trails leading off into the woods. I tried to figure out what kind of trail it was. I rolled a 5 on survival, and the DM said, "You're not quite sure what made the trail, but you know it's a trail." Then my paladin friend tried the check. The DM said, "You think it's a trail, but you're not too sure." Because logic dictated we do so, we ignored the track completely and continued into town. It's not like it was important to the plot or anything. So we got to town, our cleric died of a heart attack, and I sought out the person we were supposed to bring the cart to. After reaching them, I had to explain that our cleric had an uncontrollable heart attack. In reality, he left the game, but even as a noob, I know you don't just blurt that out to an NPC shopkeep. I got docked 10 gold for that. The interesting part, however, is when my paladin friend decided to get some information on the town. Of all the people he decided to approach, he chose a 6-year-old girl. I don't know what his logic was, but he decided to roll history for this. He basically gave a 6-year-old a history lesson of her own town to get information. Don't worry, it gets better. When the kid can't tell me anything since she's, 6, she turns around and goes off to play, and I quote the DM here, tiddlywinks or something. That's when my friend got the brilliant idea of punching the girl in the face. He hit her AC by a mile and wound up knocking her out cold with 10 points of non-lethal damage. Naturally, he got thrown into jail, and I got a nice stay in and in with a coin I recently had. I'm not sure exactly where this happened, but our bard had a heart attack as well, so it was just down to me and the paladin. My character's big flaw was that he wouldn't save anyone who couldn't save themselves because something laws of nature or something. Anyways, immediately after getting out of jail, he decided to piss on the guards, as you do. The guards told us to skip town pretty much immediately. A few real-life minutes after leaving, me wondering how I was still alive with this guy on my ass, we came across this tent. Inside, we found a halfling storm cleric. He was named Urky Timbers because apparently halflings often have no names. I don't know, I didn't question it at the time. After a few minutes of talking to this guy, we found the girl my friend punched was this guy's cousin. Or was it second cousin once removed? It doesn't matter, she was some cousin in it. Now, here's the thing about our interaction. My friend kept saying stupid stuff. So, in an effort to get him to keep his mouth shut, I took to slapping him. Repeatedly. Now, don't get me wrong, Urky approved of this, but after a few slaps, my friend said something truly stupid. I wish I could remember what it was, but whatever it was, it got him a kick in the nuts. So, he basically took an impromptu long rest due to being unconscious. In the meantime, a feral dog approached me. After rolling a high handle animal check, I had a new furry friend. I didn't quite have a name for him yet. The next day was pretty much the same thing. My friend was saying some dumb thing to get Urky riled up, and I slapped him. At one point, however, he decided it would be a great idea to use his dragon breath on all of us, including my new dog. So, I made the dex save, but my dog didn't. Somehow he still survived. After that, Urky just about had enough. So, almost immediately after, Urky decided to call down lightning on my friend's ass. Then the DM said, "You don't know it yet, but that lightning has now made you illiterate." Needless to say, he was unconscious yet again. Oh, and his alignment was now chaotic neutral. Later that day, we followed the track from earlier. We fought a few goblins, evaded a couple of wolves, and we figured out the only way through this was through this tiny opening in the wall. Since I figured I was not getting through that, we just turned around and headed back to town. And then, my friend outdid himself. And so did I. Immediately after getting back into town, my paladin friend, who was probably an oathbreaker at this point, saw a couple of kids playing at the fountain. You can imagine where this is going, right? If you guess he tried to drown one of the kids, you are exactly correct. That is what he attempted. I asked the DM if I could attempt to tackle him to counter his attempt. I needed to make an imposed strength check. I had absolutely no bonus in strength, so it was all on the d20. He, on the other hand, had at least a 16 in strength. He rolled a 16 with his modifiers. I rolled a 17 flat out. In other words, my scrawny-ass elf ranger in leather armor managed to tackle a dragonborn paladin with a strength of 16 in chainmail armor. I wasn't exactly complaining since I got him arrested, me 5 gold, and a nice stay in an inn. As far as I was concerned, I was living it up. The game ended with my friend in court. He basically had a choice: spend 20 years in prison or take a trial by combat against a 6-year-old girl he punched. Naturally, he took the trial by combat. However, what he didn't know was that there was a rule that any member of the family can substitute on the side of their family member. So, guess who stepped up to the plate? Yeah, my paladin friend was toast. Erky's Thunderhammer thing pretty much killed him instantly. And I somehow avoided his BS corruption through all this. And that's the end of my first D&D story. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to hit the like button and let me know if you guys want to see more D&D stories like this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay frosty.